video, I'll show you how to interpolate GPS. The reason that you might want to interpolate GPS is if your GPS readings get a little bit out of whack and what you end up seeing plotted on the map is either sort of funny looking because it gets out of whack or skips back and forth basically. So let me move to roughly measure 3900. So that should start over here. And what I see around measure 3900, let me move my map a little bit so it's easier to see, is that at this spot, as I move my mouse along the survey, here's a better example, that the mouse pointer or that the pointer on the map starts moving back and forth. Let me zoom even more closely into this area so that we can see what this looks like on the map. So you can see that the line on the map has doubled back on itself a number of times, skips around, and then there's this funny little bend that happens towards the end. So let's say that I want to smooth this line out and I want to interpolate the GPS. What I do is I start with my mouse pointer roughly where the interpolation I want it to start. I right click, I choose interpolate GPS. I make sure that my cursor is in the measure box for point 1. And I choose by left clicking on the graph where I want the interpolation to start. If I left click there, I'm at measure 40,518 roughly. Then I'm going to move down the map until I want the interpolation to end. So I make sure that my cursor is in point 2. I choose an interpolation point there, roughly measure 41,337. So remember those numbers, 40,000 to 41,000 roughly. I'm going to submit this. Survey is going to reload. Let me navigate back to that area. So if I navigate back in here, you can see that this is nice and smooth now. No longer, there's another spot that might need interpolation. But everything that was in here is now nice and smooth and perfectly interpolated.